Welcome to our first episode exploring the ancient and mystical Ethiopian book Kebra Nagast, also known as the Glory of Kings, the epic chronicle that defines the lineage of Ethiopian royalty. This sacred text bridges the history of Ethiopia with the biblical stories of Israel, revealing a rich tapestry of faith, power, and divine destiny. The Kebra Nagast is revered as a key historical and religious text in Ethiopia. It claims that the rulers of this great nation are direct descendants of King Solomon of Israel. This narrative legitimizes the Solomonic dynasty's rule, tracing its origins back to biblical ancestors and providing a profound spiritual foundation for Ethiopian nationalism and governance. The Kebra Nagast claims its place as a cornerstone of Ethiopian identity, serving as a repository of both historical accounts and folklore. Its roots, according to the preface, are traced back to the 6th century CE. The compiler is believed to be a Coptic priest, demonstrating the text's foundational reliance on Coptic Christianity, which was deeply influenced by earlier Egyptian and Jewish traditions. The preface references multiple sources, including Old Testament narratives, rabbinic writings, and Egyptian lore. For instance, the idea that the Ark of the Covenant was taken to Ethiopia by Menelik I, son of Solomon and the Queen of Sheba, echoes both biblical and extra-biblical traditions. This mix of sources lends the Kebra Nagast its unique cultural synthesis, tying Ethiopia's destiny to the divine narrative of the Abrahamic religions. Characters like Isaac, the Ethiopian translator, play a pivotal role in the text preservation. Isaac's labor is driven by his belief that God transferred his abode on earth from Jerusalem to Aksum. The preface also hints at the spiritual authority of the Ethiopian kings. The lawful kings of Ethiopia were descended from Solomon, king of Israel, and thus were of divine origin. The Kebra Nagast is not merely a historical record, it is a theological and political tool. Its aim is clear: to validate the Solomonic dynasty's claim to divine legitimacy. It portrays Ethiopia as the new Zion, chosen by God after the Israelites failed to uphold their covenant. The preface highlights this shift, quoting Psalm 68 verse 31. Ethiopia shall stretch out her hands unto God. This is interpreted as divine approval of Ethiopia as the spiritual successor of Israel. The narrative insists that the ark's presence in Aksum signifies God's blessing upon the Ethiopian people and their rulers. King John of Ethiopia's 1872 letter exemplifies the ongoing reverence for the Kebra Nagast. There is a book called Kebra Nagast, which contains the law of the whole of Ethiopia. In my country, my people will not obey my orders without it. This letter demonstrates the book's enduring role as both a spiritual and legal cornerstone of Ethiopian governance. The Ark of the Covenant is central to the Kebra Nagast, symbolizing Ethiopia's unique role in God's plan. The preface describes how the Ark, or tabernacle of the law of God, was stolen by Menelik and brought to Ethiopia. This act, far from being condemned, is celebrated as divinely ordained. Isaac, the translator, states that the Ark itself desired to leave Jerusalem, as the Israelites had become unworthy custodians. This transfer of the Ark is not just a historical claim, but a profound spiritual metaphor. It positions Ethiopia as the spiritual heir to Israel, with the Ark serving as a tangible sign of God's presence. The narrative emphasizes that the Ark's presence sanctifies Ethiopian kingship, making their rule divine. The connection between Ethiopia and biblical prophecy elevates the nation's status. The preface claims that Christ and Menelik, as descendants of Solomon, share divine lineage. This intertwining of royal and religious authority reinforces the Kebra Nagast as a document of cultural pride and theological significance. In Episode 2, we will be decoding the roots of Ethiopian royalty. The introduction to the Kebra Nagast. If you have found this video interesting, make sure to like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell to be informed of our next episode. See you on our next episode.